the district that she serves, and the people of Georgia at the state capitol, and has been noticed by our governor, Brian Kemp. That's why he designated her as a floor leader to introduce important legislation. And I just want to briefly talk with you about that. You know, we have a great financial position right now in our state. The state has strong reserves, so if we go into a recession, we're in a good position. But then with excess money, taxpayers' funds that are paid to government, that's being returned to the people of Georgia thanks to legislation that Representative Hong actually carried. The largest tax cuts in Georgia history. Over $8 billion has been returned to taxpayers. That's a big one. And Representative Hong carried that legislation this year to cut Georgia's income tax rate and for a rebate to be given, which my wife and I file our return together. We will get $500 this summer back. Our taxpayer money returned to taxpayers. That's for all Georgians, and that is so exciting that that's the case. You know, school safety continues to be a very important issue. Every parent deserves to know that their kids are going to be safe. And so we have made some significant investments into school safety, including infrastructure improvements to harden our schools, mental health funding to help students who may need help, and communication between school districts. That is a very wonderful thing that's happening that's making Georgia truly a leader. I want to tell you, getting a chance to talk with the Consul General before, when I got here is such an honor. And Mr. Consul, thank you for your 2 years of outstanding service and partnership with your great country. Can we give him a hand? Representative Hong carried legislation to allow a sister city, a sister organization, sistership connection with Korea. And that is so exciting to me. The opportunities for greater partnership, working together in the future for mutual benefit where that's possible. And we have so many great opportunities thanks to Representative Hong being a strong voice. I just finally want to say this. You know, I feel so excited to work with Sue because I feel like I'm watching a true leader of our state at the beginning of her political career. She is at the Gold Dome right now getting big things done. And I know that she can go as far as she wants in the future to continue to do great things in our state. Our charge, and my charge that I keep thinking about is, I have to be there to help her and support her along the way. And unfortunately, in our modern times, campaigns, they're just very dependent on folks getting out and calling each other, right? Getting folks to the polls, and financial support. That's how we get our message about these great things I've talked about to voters. So I want to thank you all tonight for your financial support of her. You know, there's a primary and a general election. It's $3,300 for the primary, $3,300 for the general. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but those kinds of contributions, or whatever you're able to give along the way to get to that point, is how we can make sure that Sue gets reelected and that she can continue to do great things for our state for many years in the future. Thank you so much for the honor of allowing me to be here with you tonight, and thank you, Sue, for your friendship and great work.